Let us reflect honestly. What would Herbert Macauley say if he were to walk the streets of Lagos or Abuja today? Would he not ask why, after decades of independence, that our politics still too often serve the powerful instead of the people? Would he not question why corruption and inequity still rob Nigerians of their potentials? Would he not urge us to rekindle the spirit of service that once defined our struggle for freedom? We must reclaim the moral center of our politics. Papa's nationalism was not ethnic, not sectional, it was moral. It was built on a simple idea that the purpose of power is to uplift the people. Today, when our nation faces challenges of disunity, poverty, and disillusionment, we must return to those ideals. We must restore faith in governance, faith in democracy, and faith in the Nigerian project. Papa and the politics of integrity. In his time, he was vilified by the colonial press, labeled a troublemaker, even imprisoned. But history has vindicated him. Integrity, after all, is not about popularity. It is about principle. He taught us that leadership demands courage, the courage to stand alone if necessary, to defend truth in the face of power. He showed that political power without moral purpose is empty. In a letter written during his imprisonment, he said, and I quote, "A leader must be ready to bear the burden of conviction, for to lead is to suffer for what one believes." End of quote. How many of our leaders today can say the same? Organized reform. Let your generation be remembered as the one that completed the work Papa Herbert Macauley began. Do not allow cynicism to rob you of purpose. Papa Macaulay fought without wealth, without weapons, armed with only conviction. You too have tools. He never dreamt of education, technology, and the power of connection. He used them not for division or despair, but for change. The enduring flame of nationalism. There is a Yoruba proverb that says, "Bí a bá dógun, adogun nílé baba wa." When we inherit a legacy of war, we must continue the fight of our ancestors. Papa Herbert Macaulay fought the political war of his generation against colonialism, against injustice, and against fear. Our war today is different, but no less urgent. It is the war against corruption, ignorance, and disunity. The true test of patriotism is not in what we say on adversaries, but in how we act every day to defend the nation's soul. Let us therefore commit to a new nationalism, not one of ethnic rivalry or party loyalty, but of shared destiny and mutual respect. A call to political renewal. Fellow Nigerians, Herbert Macaulay's story reminds us that every era produces its own patriots, men and women who, by their courage, redefine what is possible. In our time, we must be those patriots. We must insist on elections that reflect the will of the people, institutions that serve the common good, policies that prioritize the poor and empower the productive, and a political culture that rewards merit, not mediocrity. Let us reject the politics of bitterness and embrace the politics of nation building. Let us remember that the flag we raise and the anthem we sing are not mere symbols. They are promises to our children. In conclusion, the spirit of the nation reborn. Papa once said, and I quote, "The promise of the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their nation." End of quote. He believed in Nigeria before Nigeria even existed as a nation. He saw unity where others saw tribes. He saw potential where others saw chaos. He dared to dream of a Nigeria that would stand as a beacon of liberty and progress in Africa. We must not betray that dream. We must not betray that dream. As political leaders, let us recommit to the ideals that inspired our founding fathers. Let us govern with compassion, serve with integrity, and lead with vision. Let us make Nigeria not only a political entity, but a moral force, a land where justice and opportunity are not privileges, but rights. Papa Herbert Macauley lives on in every act of courage, in every demand for justice, in every effort to make Nigeria better. His voice echoes through time, reminding us that nations are not built by power, but by principles. Let us therefore rise together, not as politicians divided by party or region, but as patriots united by purpose. Let us complete the work he began. Let us build the Nigeria of his dreams, strong, free, and fair. If he is to be honored for all he did, and you can listen to all the information still going around through this country today, then he should be separately honored, not lumped with people who have been convicted of drugs, a murderer who killed her husband. And no. We are requesting as members of the family that, do you know the worst thing the British did? Papa's house, the casting hall, was located on Marina, where the current post office is. They demolished his house when he died and built a post office there. In the British trying to eradicate and remove his name from the pages of history. But his contribution can never be forgotten. So what we are asking government, yes, we are human, we make mistakes. But what we are saying, it deserves more than just being lumped with all those characters. Mr. President,